Ford built a $160 billion business on a little blue oval. In the late 80s, to lure wealthy customers, the number 2 automaker began its push into the luxury market, buying Ford brands outside the U.S. Aston Martin, Jaguar, Volvo, and Land Rover. Today, they make up Ford's premier automotive group, or PAG. Mark Fields is PAG's new chief. At 41, he's a hotshot executive with cars in his blood.
This is a dream job for me, and the reason for that is I remember when I was growing up in New Jersey, and I used to go by the small Jaguar dealership, and my friends and I used to go by there and think, oh, one day.
Today, Fields has his choice of a Jag or an Aston Martin or 2 other high-end brands.
One of the things you said about your industry and about your cars is that it has a brand DNA. What does that mean?
Brand DNA, very simply, if the vehicle was a person, how would you describe them? Or alternatively, when you look at the vehicle and you get in the vehicle and drive it, what's the taste or the flavor of that vehicle?
But selling luxury and getting the flavor right means keeping the Ford brand out of sight.
Most people don't know that Ford owns the brands in PAG. And we want to, I think for the most part, we want to keep it that way.
At the retail level, the Ford Blue Oval is conspicuously absent. Dealerships like this one in Dortmund, Germany, sell the Ford PAG brands under one roof. Separate entrances and showrooms clearly distinguish each brand.
For those customers that do not know that we own these various brands, that's fine. That's fine with me.
But behind the scenes, PAG and Ford reap savings on common back offices, sales, marketing, and even repair shops. The Ford Global Muscle also comes in large-scale investment in safety and navigational systems that could be shared.
And so we can do the comparison and look for commonality in areas where the customer doesn't see, touch or feel.
Right.
But critics warn that to increase profits, Ford parts may wind up in Jaguars or Aston Martins. Fields says cost-cutting won't harm the brand's integrity.
If we say, well, we can save a certain amount of money by going to a certain suspension, but we realize that if we do that, we would compromise the brand character of the vehicle, then we will not do that, because in the long term, that will degrade the brand. At the same time, there'll be other instances, for example, where we find some components which do not affect the dynamic personality of the vehicle that we can share amongst the entire group that does bring cost.